Welcome to 365 Days of Richer Living, daily morning reading, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader at Columbia Center for Spiritual Living in Columbia, Maryland. Today is July 25th. I have power. And the scriptural reference for this morning's reading comes from the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verses 27 through 28. So God created humans in its own image, and God blessed them, and God said unto them, Replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth on the earth. Our reading begins. It is because the Spirit of God is incarnated in us that we have dominion over the world of effects. This dominion is exercised in such degree as we sense its true meaning. It is written that we have dominion over evil, not that we have dominion in or through evil. Spiritual dominion is exercised only when we rise above that which denies the divine goodness. Today, I exercise my spiritual dominion through the recognition that good alone is real. That God is the only presence, and love the only power. Today I rise above the sense of separation into a consciousness of my union with good. Today I understand the power of God flows through me to everything I contact. I declare that my God-given dominion is exercised over everything I do, say, or think. I am guided by divine intelligence which goes before me and makes perfect my way. I exercise dominion over my environment, over every circumstance and condition that I contact. I know that the divine mind operating through me will arrange all my affairs in harmony and in prosperity. Divine power flows into my thought and work. Peace and harmony attend everything I do. Love and protection are ever present. I am guided, guarded, and sustained by an everlasting strength, power, and wisdom. So we'll take that into our time of meditation and contemplation. With each breath, I recognize, I know again that it is the breath of life breathing me. With every breath, I return my awareness to an awareness that there is only one life. That life is God, and that God is my life. God has always been my life. And by God, I mean this one infinite power and presence. The source, the substance of all creation that has no beginning, that has no end, that simply has always existed. It's always been. By God, I mean this infinite beingness that, because it is infinite, it has no circumference, it has no edges, it has no ending point, it has no limitation. And so its center is everywhere present. Because it is infinite, there is nothing that can be removed from it or added to it. It already is everything there is. This is creation. This one, beyond the name of God itself, which conjures images, it is unnameable. It is unlimitable. It is that changeless source and substance that expresses itself in multiplicity and diversity, in ever-changing expressions of itself without changing itself. With every breath, I remember, I recognize. More than remember, I recognize this divinity in, through, and as me. And by recognize, I am acknowledging that I have known it before. And then I am knowing it again and again and again. I recognize it as life that is living me. I recognize it as life that is living every life. One life. One power, one presence. Expressing in multiplicity. Never separate from itself. And so all of creation must be this one infinite power and presence, animated, individualized, expressing as form. Yet never separate from the substance of itself, the self giving to the self. I recognize that creation is the activity of this one, is the expression of the desires of this one, divine, everything. And as I allow myself to let that sink in, that I am the power of infinite expressing individualized as me. I begin to glimpse and understand the power that I am, the agency that I stand on. And as I recognize that, I recognize there is no need for power over. There is no need to dominate from a place of separation. That to control my environment is to control myself. There is no separation. That there is no control of a separate other, because there is no separate other. That anything that this individualized expression of me observes as out of control is available within me, within this individualized cell, within the whole body to heal. And so I claim it as exactly what it is, part of the whole. And I do the work to heal. I do the work to remember, to recognize, to know again the truth that is fully present. I choose healing. I choose to live, breathe, and have my being in the truth that love is the greatest power there is. I choose to exercise that power in all of my affairs, in all of my thoughts, with every breath that breathes me. To be love. To know that in order to express life more fully, I must express life more fully. So I receive that truth. I lean into that with the thought, the intention, the knowledge that I am up for this. I got this. And what is true for me is true for all of humanity. And so as I use the word we, I am simply using language to recognize all individualized expressions of the infinite. We got this. We are the power of love that is transforming this physical realm. Grateful. Grateful for the simplicity of truth. The simplicity of truth that simply responds to make it so. The activity of law that responds no matter what. And so I am attentive, I am intentional to hold in mind, in consciousness, in awareness, in intention, love. Love beyond my human understanding. Love that accepts and embraces the truth of all being. Love that sees through behavior to truth. Love that refuses to be distracted by rhetoric, love that refuses to negate itself by hate, love that understands its safety is in love itself. Grateful to know all of this, grateful to have experiences that have built the faith within me, the belief in things not seen but known. And so I release, stepping fully into the faith within me of the gratitude, the certainty that law has already acted upon the desire of my heart and made it so. I let go. I let go of any and all fear thought. I let go of any doubt. I let go of any thought that would negate the truth spoken. And my actions are evidence of my letting go and my embrace and embodiment of truth. And so I step fully into this day, armed with the power of the infinite, committed to the cause of love. Grateful for the opportunity to serve. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is.